same time. Yeah. Coke fed, press some hand, let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand, girls rescue, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm weak, not dead, she tweet, I guess she confessed. She thinking less, not drinking less, bathroom says, best it gets, spontaneous, our stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bad, don't touch my perk.
Yo, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm, your Oklahoma City Thunder post-game analysis live stream. And of course, you all know that it was a tough loss for the Thunder tonight. Once again, you know, everybody failed us, including our superstar. I'm going to beat him up tonight as well. Coaching does what he does. I mean, he is who he is. So, anyway, remember, if you guys want to come and talk to me, you can go online and search YouTube After the Storm OKC Thunder, and you can like, subscribe, hit notification. Of course, you can then at that point go ahead and comment and come into the chat, because I know it's going to be a lively one tonight. In fact, Yabo Gazo has already said, can't believe what I watched. I agree. We've already got people already fired up in the chat, already, making comments. And like I said, you can go to YouTube, search After the Storm, OKC Thunder, and by all means come in and make your comments, or just ask questions, and we'll talk about those. We're going to, of course, get the breakdown of the game tonight. I was working, so I got to do a lot. I mean, I got to watch the game, and I still got some stuff I had to get done, but anyway, if you guys didn't know, the Thunder got beat 117-116 after going up 17 points. They lost, and a lot of it has to do with the coaching, SGA being passive. What did I say? I said that for us to win, I talked about this, if we're going to win Game 6, SGA has to take over and do what he does, and I believe he got in trouble after scoring 4 straight times, because it's not what Dagnall wants. Dagnall wants the ball to move. He wants everybody to be a part of it, because he's trying to build up a young team. And we would already be down and would have lost, and it would have been over with had SGA just not said, to hell with what the coach is saying, score 4 times in a row, loosen everybody else up, and do what he does. That's basically what happened in Game 4. Game 5, everybody else didn't show up. Game 6, I thought it was great right off the bat when they got the tip. SGA tipped it to J-Dub. J-Dub got a basket. And, in fact, we did have a J-Dub and Chet sighting tonight. But, once again, Chet's shooting threes and doing what he's doing. And that was very frustrating. So, anyway, Game 6, Mavericks close out the series. Of course, Kyrie is now 14-0 in game-ending series-ending plays, or game-ending series, however you want to look at it. He's now 14-0, which is now the best record in the history of the league, breaking his record that he had with Robert Horry. And if you remember him, a Laker fan, what he did for the Lakers and what he did to the Spurs. Thunder lose 117-116. Mavs were 16 for 34 from 3. Thunder were 15 for 41. They shot 51%. We shot 47%. The second game in a row, they shot over 50. 47 rebounds to 31. Once again, out rebounded. Points in the paint, 46-40. We did that a lot of it because SGA was scoring in the paint. They gave up 17 turnovers, and we did not capitalize. Mavs bench scoring 25-15. And when you look at the bench scoring, what happened? Here's the story. Here's the tale of the tape. When you look at the scoring part, and then we're going to go over the stats on what happened at the end of the game. By the way, pretty much gave Dallas everything he gave Lively and Gafford. They literally the reason we lost. Bad general management, 100%. Yeah, Presti pretty much gave Dallas everything. Yeah, he did give them Lively and he did give them Gafford at the trade deadline, 100%. But like I told people, I was talking to my friend Micah earlier when I was on my way home, and I told him, I said, listen, Presti, he wants people young. Remember, we got rid of Lively to get Kaysen, so that's not really the same. I mean, who you want, Derek Lively or Kaysen Wallace? I'm taking Kaysen. So I'm not really upset with that. The Gafford deal, he gave up He gave Gafford them because he wanted more picks and whatever he did to do the three-way thing to get Gafford there. The difference is Dallas made decisions and made trades at the deadline that Oklahoma City was clearly not ready to because Sam Presti has made the decision to build through the draft. Don't. I was talking to my boy Mike, and he wants Pat Bev. I go, Pat Bev's not going to help us. We're not going to take him. One, because he hurt Russell Westbrook, number one. And number two, we have a point. We don't need him. We don't need any more guards. I'm done with guards. Give me bigs. Chet tonight, 21 points, 9 for 15, 1 for 7 from 3. 1 for 7. 3 rebounds. He was just fighting, but I think Chet's legs were gone. That's what I believe. I think he played as hard as, three turnovers, 0 blocks. I think Chet was tired. His body, he played 82 games. I think his body just could not hold up. J-Dub on the other side, we had a sighting of him tonight, 22 points, 8 for 16, 3 for 5, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. And on the surface, he played a good game. But the problem is the Thunder made 2 runs tonight, and both of them did not have him on the court. Both runs. And in the fourth quarter, when they started making a run, instead of you going back to what got you the runs to close them off, you stayed with J-Dub the whole time. And it's like, dude, he's not giving you points. But once again, you have a coach who's a developmental coach, and they don't give a shit whether we won or not. They really don't. We got to the semifinals. That's going to be their thing. Oh, we're the youngest team to get so far, blah, blah, blah. And none of us, you, me, we don't want to hear that nonsense. We knew we had a chance, but that was not their purpose. I don't think Sam Presti expected us to go as far as we were. SGA tonight, 36 points, 14 for 25, 4 for 5 from 3, 4 for 7 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 blocks, and I'm not a fan of what SGA did. He had 28 at halftime. Or what, he had 21 at halftime. 21 at halftime. So I'm not a fan of what happened to him in the fourth quarter. He just decided not to shoot the ball, and he played the amount of minutes I wanted him to play. But dude, you've got to forget what the coach is saying. Be selfish. He was trying to pass and get everybody else involved, and the only way that works is when SJ scores 3 or 4 times in a row. Once he does that, then the other team goes, oh crap, SJ is starting to roll, and then that allows everybody else to start, takes all the pressure off them. But when our players have pressure, they can't perform. Isaiah Joe, once again, 11 points, 4 for 7, 3 for 4. I thought he played pretty decent tonight. Lou Dort, 11 points. He made some terrible decisions. He had some terrible fouls tonight. But none was bigger than SGA's foul at the end. I mean, yeah, he got the ball, but he got his arm. But to me, Dagnall, and we were talking about that, about Dagnall calling, challenging that. He fouled him. If you look he fouled, there's no question he fouled him. But why would you challenge that at that particular moment when it's clear he hit the ball and then got his arm? It was clear, without question. Now, early in the game, he went through and got hacked going through the lane and did not get a call. But still, in that point, right with the referee, right there, it happened right in front of his face. Yeah, he's going to get a call. And that was a terrible foul by SGA. But once again, P.J. Washington made some huge plays at the end. So let's go with the rest of the guys. Jay Wills, 18 minutes. I don't know why he played him so much at the end of the game. I'm like, why is he in the game? Why is he in the game? Now, K. Rich, I understand why he played because he's from there. I get that. Wiggins, why wasn't it? Wiggins played 8 minutes. Why isn't he not in the game at the end? Why do you have Jay Will instead of Wiggins at the end of the game when they're clearly not big and Jay Will can't rebound? He gives up offensive rebound because he can't jump. He's a big body who can't jump, and they're just jumping right Lively and Galvin just going right over top of him because he can't do it. He's just a big body who can't do a whole lot. Josh, 2 points, 11 minutes, 1 for 3. Cason Wallace, 5 points. I think he 1 for 6 from 3. When he got his shot blocked, that kind of messed with his head on his threes because then he wasn't sidestepping, pump fake sidestep and go ahead and do that. He did not do that, which was frustrating for me to watch that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you sidestepping? I don't understand that. I did not get it. Joined by my guy, Nathan Taylor of YNB. What's up, bro?
Oh, well, I just didn't want Drew to tell me, oh, they lost, so, you didn't come on the show. Ha, ha, ha. So I just thought I'd come on tonight.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate it. Burgess 47, tough loss. Great listening to your high knowledge on basketball. Looking forward to listening to you and the guys again around college football and the NFL season. Blessings and thanks. Appreciate you, brother. We're still going to be doing shows talking about the NBA playoffs and stuff like that. We went from 5 watching to 2. When I start talking about J-Dub, they run. They get off the thing. But I'm sorry, guys.
Sure.
To me, every time we made runs is when J-Dub was on the bench. That's a fact. Okay? That's not something I'm trying to be mean about. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying what SGA does when he's on the bench compared to when he's on there playing with him, he's 2 separate players. He just is. Because everything's in his hands and he doesn't feel the need to try to include everybody because he's the guy. But when J-Dub's on it, he makes passes and stuff. And I'm sorry, dude, we went, 3.5 minutes without scoring? He didn't shoot one time. He shot one time during that time. What are you doing? Shoot the ball. I don't like the fact that he doesn't have the killer instinct, or maybe he does, but he's trying to be a team player instead of just saying, screw it like he did in Game 4. Your thoughts, Nathan?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree, 100%. He's got to. I think and I know we don't like Russell Westbrook comparisons, but if you remember his first year with Carmelo and Paul George, I don't think he really knew what he was doing. He always had that killer instinct. I mean, he wasn't always the best player, but always had that killer instinct. But he didn't know what to do there. He was like, okay, do I pass? Do I shoot? What do I do? I think that's kind of where Shea's at. He doesn't really know. I know I'm the best, but do I take over? Do I not take over? I just don't know.
No, I don't. I don't agree with that at all. I think that if he had that mentality, Nathan, I'm gonna say, if he had that mentality, he would not have in Game 4 said screw it and go and shoot 4 straight times, make 4 straight buckets. If he had that mentality. Because I think he got beat up. I think he got beat up about it. That's what I think. Because after, hell yes, I do. Hell yes. Mm-hmm. Dagnall is all about, Dagnall is all about our team, pass the ball, this, that. He's all about inclusion of everybody. Building, what's he call it? We build on minutes, build on quarters. The hell with that. We're in the playoffs, bro. Get back with that next year. We're in the playoffs now. Best of 7. You can't give away games because that's your mentality. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you this one question. Why is it that the coach's interview after Game 4, he was not pumped up? Game 4, series tied 2-2, you're going back to the home, and you're not excited?
Maybe it's what you said, man. I don't know.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. You know what somebody said to me today, Nathan? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and ask your other question. I'm sorry.
I'll say I'm done with Dagnall anyway, so I don't really. I mean, whatever he does doesn't surprise me anymore. But I'm going to tell you what. If they did that to him, then 2 things. If the coach doesn't go, then he's gone. I mean, we already think he's gone anyway. But he's gone. If they're really beating him up for taking over the game and winning the playoff game, then he needs to be gone. Because
did he do that? Okay. Every time he does that, the next 2 or 3 games he doesn't do that anymore. Remember, he did it in the Golden State game. Then he stopped doing it. Then he did it too. And then Game 5, he didn't do it. Tonight, he didn't do it. First half, yes, and then he stopped. He didn't do it the second half.
If that's truly the case, which I'm not saying it's not. I mean, it could be, and it probably maybe it is. I don't know. I don't have the insight that you do, so I'm gonna defer to you on that. But if that's truly the case, then that's pretty sad for our organization. At the same time, he's going to take that as, I'm not playing here anymore unless that coach goes. Don't you think?
Yeah. I think that he's stuck here until he can get out of here. Somebody said to me, Nathan. Somebody said to me yesterday that he has the same look that KD had before KD left.
Ooh.
And I said, what I said is, and I told my friend, I said, you know what? I'm going to start looking to see if he has the same look. I'm going to start looking to see if he has the same look.
Jeez, I hope.
Because I don't know.
I can tell you this. It's either going to be, if they don't if they don't sign him, which he's got what? So he's got 3 years left on his contract after this year. So he's extension eligible after 2 years from now, correct?
Yes.
Extension eligible. He's got 3. Okay, so he's extension eligible 2 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't hang around till then, which he might, and if he accepts it, if they even offer it to him, if he accepts it, then I bet you they trade him.
Yes, they're going to trade him. Yeah, they're going to trade him. They've already made the decision. J-Dub is the guy. Listen, they've already made the decision. J-Dub is the guy.
They're not going to get nothing.
They've already made the decision.
Well, they're not going to get nothing for him like they did Kevin Durant. They already learned that lesson.
The whole thing is, you agreed. They're going to pay him, and then they're going to trade him because somebody's going to take him. There's a bunch of teams that want him, and they want a bunch of picks. Look at all the draft picks we got. Blah blah blah. We got a young team. We've got J-Dub. We got Chet. That's their narrative. When everybody in the planet understands one simple thing. And what is that? Your dude is SGA, and then the people who your role players were not role players.
You know what's gonna screw up is if he wins the MVP in the next couple of years.
Well, that's not going to happen because they're not going to allow that to happen, bro. They did not promote. They did two things they didn't do this year. They didn't promote him at all. They didn't do anything to make him.
He still almost won.
Still almost won.
He still almost won.
In spite of them, not because of. And Dagnall won the coach of the year. And Dagnall won the coach of the year because nobody saw us play. SGA lost the MVP because he missed the Philly game, the Boston game, and the Indiana game on back-to-back-to-back. That's where he lost because remember he hit the shot to win the game against the Knicks, and then he missed the next 3 games.
Yep.
That's what lost him the MVP.
I mean, again, man, I hope that. I'm not going to say that. I mean, I feel for the guy, man. I really do because he is top. I mean, top 5, at least top 3. I mean, top 3, top 4, whatever you want to say. Mm-hmm. And if he's getting yelled at for taking over a game, then that's just stupid.
Well, that's because it's not. That's not. Listen, what did the Athletics say this summer? Before, and I've said this a zillion times, and I disagreed with the guy. They basically said that the question is, can Dagnall coach a superstar? There's no question he can build talent. Universally, we all agree with that. But the question is, do you know how to coach a superstar? And I always equate him to Buck Showalter, who's great at building teams, taking young teams, getting them up, getting them ready to go. But once they get there, he doesn't know how to take them to the next level once they get there. Because everybody forgets, they think, oh, well, Joe Torre is the one that won the Yankees. No, Buck Showalter was the coach before Joe Torre. People don't even remember that. Okay? And it's like Mark Jackson.
I like the Mark Jackson.
Well, Mark Jackson, same thing. You go back-to-back, 50 wins, and you get fired.
Well,
it's the same thing.
Are we going to see that? We're going to go back-to-back 50 wins. I mean, if they don't have 50 wins next year, that's disappointing. Right?
Yes.
Don't you think? If we don't have 50 wins next year?
Well, to me, it's going to depend on what they do.
I mean,
listen, the one thing, Nathan, the whole thing is this. What cost us tonight? Offensive rebounds down the stretch.
I was going to say there's about 4 or 5 things.
But that's what killed you. When you were up 4, and then they shot a shot, Chet didn't get the rebound, we couldn't get the rebound, Kyrie hits the 3. Then on the free throw, Jay Will is in the game, and to rebound, and P.J. Washington goes right around him and gets in front of him, gets the rebound, and then does what? Knocks down the 3. So
I mean, you got to at some, but you got to. I was going to say at some point, man, you just got to tip your cap, dude, because they hit every big shot they had.
Oh, but Nathan, my point is that when they made a run, SGA didn't stop it except one time. He took one shot, hit his pull-up jump shot. We didn't score for 4 minutes, 5 minutes,
something like that.
And once again, it's his lineups over and over and over and over and over. We've talked about it. I was talking to somebody today about but my other thing when my coach was sending me a text, he goes, constructive criticism. I'm sorry, Coach. I'm just being real here. I've been like this all year when it comes to Dagnall, and I have. And everybody's watching the show, they know I have. I'm not changing. And I will get to the good points about the Thunder because I will say this. They came out tonight with a fire. The role players were rolling. And then once again, Chet, you were 1 for 7 for 3. Stop shooting. Number one.
Yes.
Number two.
Doing great inside the arc, though.
Number two, the
arc.
biggest issue the Thunder have left of the three things we've talked about is inside presence. He did nothing at the trade deadline to get that done. He helped. Yeah, huh?
Can we put 4 things instead of 3 things?
Well, what's the fourth?
Can we add coaching to that list?
Hey, he's not the coach of the year. But anyway, so to me, that's what I saw. That's what I saw. I mean, you gave up 14 offensive rebounds. You can't do it.
Yeah, we gotta get better on the rebounds.
Yeah.
I mean, we're 30th in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awful.
It's awful. But once again, it's the inside presence. Yeah.
I was going to tell you, I think my daughter's been listening to me too much because she was out doing something with a friend tonight, and she came in right when the game ended. First thing she's got her parents around, the kids' parents around and everything. First thing she says is, "Man, that coach needs a lesson in coaching."
Well, Rashawn just said on the comments, "Screw this coach." And Rashawn, my deal is this: Dagnall is fantastic at building players up in out of bounds plays. There's no question.
Well, dude, he'd be a great assistant coach. I mean, he'd be a great assistant coach.
For
not
him,
a head coach.
right? But the whole thing is this: as the Athletic said, he can't coach a superstar. Clearly, he can't. He doesn't understand it. Let your superstar take the game over. Because remember, he was killing them the first half. SJ was. When J-Dub was on the bench in the second quarter, what did he do? Boom, boom, boom. Then J-Dub comes in, hits a 3 at half court. Then with the third quarter, what was that? With J-Dub, what is 3.5 seconds? What are you doing?
Oh, dude.
What was that?
Yeah, no, I know.
What was that? You not know how much time is on the clock? So, he said Presti should have traded for Lonnie Walker, as I said before the trade deadline.
What?
Yeah. The Hotspot said that. You know, Hotspot. Well, my deal is this: Sam Presti is committed to building through the draft. That's a fact. Now, if he goes against somebody, it'll be somebody older, but it'll be a rebounder, kind of, that's 26 or 7. If that's, I don't know if that's not old, but you know what I'm saying compared to what our team is, because SJ and Dort are the two oldest guys on the team at 25 years old. The two oldest guys on the team.
Good play.
So. If you're going to go young, you're going to go young. He said, I also said Shea had to have 45 points tonight because these last 2 games to win the series. Shea was on his way. And then
37.
Yeah, but he was on his way. But he went 5 or 6 minutes and took 1 shot. And then he got killed on a game shot to the basket. And no call. But once again,
no call.
That was a huge foul by him committed at the end of the game. Huge.
Yeah,
but for Presti,
you should have just let him.
But no. But the whole thing is this: you don't call and challenge that play because that's your last time out. If he does make the free throws, then you don't get the ball at half court to run a play. So
yeah,
what are you doing?
I was thinking about you when that was going on.
It's like, why are you?
I don't know basketball well enough to know. Hey, do you challenge that? Do you not?
No, you can't. I mean, clearly he slapped him on the wrist. He fouled him. Now, did he get the ball first? Yes. Go ahead.
I didn't know the rules, and they were kind of explaining it on the TV. But so if you hit the ball and it's not released, and then you hit him again, that's a foul. But if the ball is released, it's not a foul, right?
If you're shooting the ball and you get the ball, and then the ball is released, and then you hit the hand, it's not a foul. But because he hit the ball and then clearly came down on his arm, clearly.
And the ball wasn't released.
And the coaching staff has to understand that he was fouled. You have to know the rules because it was the coaching staff that told the coach to challenge it. Right? So he challenges, doing that, if he makes all 3 free throws, you're down 2 with the ball, there's a chance to do something if he makes all 3 free throws. Or you're down, you're down what?
You're taking it out from half.
And you're taking the ball out for half court
Taking it
with
out from half
2.5
court.
seconds. That's a long time. And he's
Yep.
fantastic at out-of-bounds plays. You put Josh in the game for
Yeah, for
one
sure.
thing, to throw the ball into the out-of-bounds play that you draw up to get a three. 2.5 seconds is a long time. That's a catch. That's one or two dribbles and a pull-up. That's what 2.5 seconds is.
Well, that second to last play there, where SGA goes down the lane, lobs a shot. That was a perfect play. That was a great play. Because he fooled me. I thought he was taking the shot.
Yeah,
But
and then also,
was a great
Yalboza
play.
said the fact that we could have got P.J. Washington instead of Gordon with the same trade package kills me. We got Gordon for one reason: the money. That's why we got him.
Yeah.
We got him for the money, guys. That's why he did that.
I agree though. P.J. Washington.
But P.J. Washington is also from Dallas. Okay,
Yes,
that's where he went to high school. I think he went to
true.
Frisco. So he's from them. So and P.J. Washington up to this point really against us. I mean, he played good against the Clippers, but against us is when he just went to another level. So I'm not going to beat Sam up over that because I don't have any problem with what he did. I mean, he got because we have to do several things. Next year we got to do what? You got to pay Chet, you got to pay Josh if you want to, but you got to pay Chet and you got to pay J-Dub next year. You got to have the money on the line to be able to do that. So I get that.
Don't you think that Josh's extension's gone way down in the last?
Oh, Josh,
3 or 4 weeks?
yes. Josh is gone. Yeah, he's done.
So I mean, they're going to extend him though, but they'll trade him probably at the trade deadline this year. I would think.
Let me see. He said, Hotspot says, Micic would have not had the defense, but he would have set this offense, and Kendrick Williams been able to thrive. Kendrick Williams hadn't played well towards the end of the year. He hadn't played well really this whole year, really. He's played okay. Micic needed to go. Yeah, he didn't fit with what we were trying to do because that's taking minutes away from Kaysen. Who do you want, Kaysen or Micic? I'm on Kaysen.
Yeah,
I want him developing. I want him getting better. So I have zero problem with that.
Absolutely.
Okay. I think KD is coming back too.
Not your
I think KD is coming
God.
back too. Have you seen his shoes? KD ain't coming back to Oklahoma City, man. He and Presti went sideways, bro, which is why he left in the first place. But I disagree with a lot of people. I think KD would be fantastic for us. I mean, can you imagine
You can't afford it.
what? Yeah, you can. You got enough money to do that.
Who are you trading for him though?
Well, I mean, you can get rid of K-Rich. You can get rid of some people to get some money. You paying him what? 12 million, 8
Well, you
million,
gotta
whatever.
match the salary,
Dort, you got Dort, whatever. So
You got to match salary though. He's making like $50 million.
yeah, you're right. You can't get him. Well, he's a free agent after next year. Or has he got 2 more years? 2 more years.
No. He's got 2 more years. 2 more years.
Yeah, he's not. He's not going to do that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He's not. He's not going to do that. You're right. But I'm going to say this though, Nathan. Okay. Now the flip side. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to come back, and then we're going to go to the flip side of what happened tonight. Okay. I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys up. They love to be behind the scenes. If you've got a water treatment plant or you've got a dam in your neighborhood and you need it to be checked out, or you've got a new complex you're building, they'll make sure that it's laid out properly, that there's no flooding and no issues. So hit our guy up at Mark Long over there. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for software to make your office run smoother, network design, take over your network because you're not getting served properly, or you need some software to make your office run smoother, or you need website. Hey, hit those guys up. They love to take care of you. I love those guys. In fact, they did our website. Oak Grove Trekking and my boy Jose Fierro. If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, he is the dude for that. And of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. The bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the main bank where our boy Nathan is at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon. Whatever. Commander writes, whatever he says. I'm going with whatever he says. YB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40. What is it, 212 steps from I-40 if you got to go around the Volkswagen or whatever car you said it is.
Yes.
Whatever you say it is, whatever. And then YB Peoples located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And, of course, Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, located 4609 Southeast 29th, Dale City, Oklahoma 670-24. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Fridays, 9 to 1. Closed Saturdays and Sundays, proudly serving the Middale area since 1982. Let me see. Hotspot said that KD and Shea would be a killer. Jalen could be a sixth man. No, those three would be dangerous together.
You know what?
Those three would be good
I
together.
like Booker better than KD. Don't you like Booker?
I like
better
Booker better than KD. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's younger, a lot younger.
Yeah. The whole thing is, like I was talking to somebody earlier today, we're not going to take anybody who's older. You know, I mean, like to me, as I said the other day, you got to keep SGA, Chet, J-Dub, Dort, Wiggins, Kaysen. Right? That's your six for sure.
Yep.
For sure, you keep them. That's six. Okay? You know what I'm saying, Nathan? That's for sure. Those are six I'm not getting rid of. Everybody else,
Nope.
K-Rich, Joe, whomever else, Gordon, Hayward, whatever. Rest of them, yeah, they got to go. But those six I'm keeping, 100%.
Yeah, I think, the organization, I agree with you, but I think the organization really likes Isaiah Joe.
Oh, I agree.
So
but Nathan, I like you. I like somebody too. But if you ain't producing when I need you to be, I don't need you. I don't care how much I like you.
Oh, for sure.
Okay? So okay, great. But you ain't giving me what you gave me last year. Right?
No, it's not. Right.
So that's something you can't do. So, and plus, and I know my coaches.
You know what though, man? I'm crazy. I call me crazy if you want, but I'm kind of looking forward to the draft because I think Presti might do something. Not necessarily a draft pick, but maybe like a trade. He likes to trade. He loves trades. So we'll see.
Well, but Nathan, this is what I said. And Hotspot says this team needs a big and two sharpshooters. Okay. First of all, Hotspot, we were the third-ranked team in the NBA in far. We were ranked first in three-point shooting. So we shoot the ball pretty well. And as I said, there's three things the Thunder needed. Outside shooting, which we improved. Perimeter defense, which we improved. And inside presence, which we did zero about. So not having an inside presence, and I think Richard Jefferson said this on the show, on the broadcast tonight. He talked about that you had a chance at the trade deadline, and you made zero effort to do anything. And I said the reason why is because, number one, now I agree, Hotspot, in the playoffs, the stats, they didn't shoot well in the playoffs. There's no question about that. We didn't shoot as good as we did during the season. That's 100%. But the thing is what Sam Presti had made the decision that we're going to build through the draft. He made that decision. So by making that decision, he took care of two of the three needs that the Thunder had going into this year. And we figured that Jay Will would be able to handle, and Jay Will clearly is not the guy. He can't jump. I mean, you got athletic guys that are 6'10", jumping right over the top of him. So that was clear tonight. And when you had him playing late in the game, and we have been clamoring for how long, Nathan, about him playing Jay Will and Chet together? Not against Dallas.
Mm-hmm. No.
Not against Dallas.
No.
Denver, yes. Minnesota, yes. Dallas, no.
Minnesota, yeah.
Dallas, no. He played terrible. He played terrible
They only
against
play
Dallas.
one big.
One big.
They play one big.
And it was clear when he was playing without Chet, you had to bring Chet back on the floor because he couldn't get defensive rebounds because he can't jump. And I love Jay Will.
Right.
I'm a huge Jay Will fan. But we got it, like Drew said, he got exposed this playoffs, 100%. He got exposed.
Yes.
And so to me, if you're the leader, but anyway, to go back to what Sam Presti I was saying earlier, what Sam Presti did was say, okay, we're going to build through the draft. And he didn't expect at the trade deadline for the Thunder to be the number one seed in the West. Had he figured that, he probably would have made a move for a 1-year deal to get somebody in here for this year to help inside the boards and help that out. I believe that 100%. Okay, he did not expect us to be where we were. Nobody did, and we won in spite of the coach.
I don't think anybody did.
No, we won in spite of the coach, not because of. Because he made decisions all year long with lineups, and we've been talking about lineups all year. And in the playoffs, in games where it's 4 out of 7, you can't give away a game because of lineups. You have to understand the flow of the game. He does not understand the flow of the game. Just like the Philly game. You took Josh Giddey off the floor with 3 minutes to go in the lead and put the ball in Dort's hands as your playmaker. When you didn't have you have 3 playmakers. That's SGA, J. Will, and Josh. Those are your 3 playmakers. To set up plays, to run your offense. J. Will, J. Dub, and SGA were both hurt. And then you have a lead, and you take Josh out the game, and within a minute and a half, they went boom, 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 hit you in the face, game was over. And you try to put Josh back in the game. Well, it's too late now. You already made the play. So that's the frustrating thing for me, and that is the hard part. Now, on the flip side, one, I'm tired of this narrative about us being young. We were 24-14 in close games. That's out. Number 2, you have one of the best players in the NBA, top 5 players on your team, offense and defense. He's going to be the first Thunder player to be All-NBA offense, All-NBA defense. First team. So you have that. Then you have probably a guy who was definitely one of the most top J-Dub was top 3, 4 most improved players in the league, maybe 5, top 5 at least. Agreed? Top 5. Right?
Yes, top 5 at least.
Top 5 at least. So you got that. So you have those 2 things. Then you've got a young guy in Chet who was coming up for the Rookie of the Year who just played 80 games and nobody expected him to do that much. And I thought he played really, really good for what was asked of him and what he's doing. So those 3 things there.
Yeah.
Number 4, the Thunder had the right combination when you had the right group, and that is SGA, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, Kaysen, J. Will for 2 minutes, and you bring in Chet. They made all the moves and all the plays all year long. Then in Game 5, by you taking Josh out of the lineup, you changed what we had been doing all year, and you changed your lineup, which never got him into the flow. Game 6, you keep the same flow. We get off to an early start. You take J. Will, SGA out. Dallas goes on a run. You bring SGA back, they stop. You take J-Dub out, they make a run. Thunder make a run. You bring J-Dub back, makes a half-court shot. Third quarter, same thing, going back and forth. Take J-Dub out, Thunder make a run. Bring J-Dub back, play him the whole fourth quarter. You have a big lead, goes away. So, once again, the minutes manager got you. So, and then number 5 is this. This team is better than what it showed against the Mavericks because it was a horrible matchup for the Thunder. And I said this before we played them. I wanted to play the Clippers. I did not want to play the Mavericks because it was a horrible matchup for us. I said that, I wanted to play the Pelicans if it was 3-6. And if it was number 1, we got the number 1 seed, I wanted to play the Pelicans. And then between the Clippers and the Mavericks, I didn't want to see Dallas. I wanted to see the Clippers because we don't match up with them. So that being said, the Thunder have all the ingredients that they need to go to another level, even if you left everything status quo. You go get your big, okay? Or you go get your 2 bigs in the draft is what I would do. I'd go get me 2 bigs. I'd find me 2 bigs in some kind of way or trade for a younger big that's 23, 24 that's upcoming, kind of like a Lively type deal. But the problem is this. The Thunder, they want a Kleber, not a Lively. Because a Lively, what it does is what you give up with Gabbard and Lively, Dallas likes to attack like we do. But with those guys in there, they clog up the paint, so you don't, especially with Gabbard. Not so much with Lively, because he's a lot more active. But that's what you give up. So the Thunder don't want to do that. They want to stretch the floor so we can attack. So with that, you got to get you somebody who can guard and who can shoot the 3. Let me see. I know y'all won't agree, but I say if we draft Edie and also sign Coleman Hawkins as an undrafted rookie free agent. Okay, first, Edie is a terrible pick. He can't defend the three. He's going to get killed on a pick and roll. He's just a big dude who doesn't have the foot speed. He's going to get killed. Now, he could get with somebody and probably help his feet, but in the pick and roll in the NBA, you have to be able to be a big to defend the pick and roll. You got to. If you can't, you're going to get killed. You got to defend it. Edie is a huge guy. He's 7'5" or whatever the hell he is. He's got the size, no question. But he cannot guard. They're going to kill him in the pick and roll because he doesn't have the foot speed yet. Now, can he work on it? Now, if I'm him, I'm getting me the best guy who can help me work on my feet, work on my foot speed, so I can guard the pick and roll. But then, once again, if you do that, he's still an inside presence. He's still an inside guy, not an outside guy. Don't you agree, Nathan?
Yep.
And also, Hotspot says, Edie's stock is rising, and he has a three-point shot. I get it, he doesn't move greatly laterally, but defend the pick and roll, but he could be our Luke Longley. Okay. Okay, if you put in that instance, we don't have Jordan. We don't have Pippen. Okay. And we don't have Kukoc. So we don't have three Hall of Famers that you can put with a Luke Longley and get away with it. Okay? And today's game has changed. And yeah, he may be able to shoot the three, but I don't see him shooting threes. I see him pounding people inside.
Mm-hmm.
So that Hotspot, that's my thing. So I'm not trying to beat, but I'm just saying we need someone like Filipowski or the kid at Scott or whatever his name is at UConn. That's what you need. Or I looked up your guy, Nathan. I really like your guy that's in the G League. I looked up him and watched him stuff. So I see why you like him.
Tyler Smith?
Yeah, I watched him a little bit. Yeah, I'm okay with him. I'm okay with him. But what I would like is to get him and Filipowski.
When you could get him, I think he's mocked at like 20-ish.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, let me get him, and so I got three bigs. I've got Filipowski, I've got Chet, and then I've got him. So now I've solved my issue there.
Sure would be nice to have that first round draft pick you sent in the Dallas deal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, but Sam Presti is building for the future. Like I've said, he wasn't planning. He thought the Thunder would be where we are today a year or 2 years from now. That was his plan. He did not expect us to be where we are right now. So he did not make moves. Go ahead.
If he wants back in the lower part of the first round, he can do it. I mean, there's no question about that.
Yeah, and Hotspot said Chet needs to stop shooting threes. His legs are too weak. Yeah, because he's getting the crap beat out. He's getting the crap beat out of him. Hotspot, we've been saying that. He's getting the crap beat out of him. He's 1 for 7. He made his first one and missed 6 in a row.
I was going to say, but during the season, 38%. I mean, that's pretty good for a rookie big guy.
Nathan, we're talking about the playoffs. We ain't talking about the season. We're talking about the playoffs where you're playing.
Help, he wouldn't be so.
I understand, but Nathan, you can't compare the season and the playoffs. They're two totally different things. They're called differently. One is more physical, and it's the 4 out of 7, and you got to play game by game. You can't go. Which is what my fault is with the coach. He doesn't understand. He's coaching like it's still the season. He's making plays and making lineups and stuff just like it's the season. Dude, it's not the season. So what if a guy only gets 25 minutes? Okay, well, we're playing better without you. Give me the 5 that's working to win the game. That should be the thing. But the Thunder's philosophy, the Thunder's come out will be, we're the youngest team, and they will promote the hell out of that. Don't give me that crap. I don't want to hear about that young stuff. Don't want to hear about it. The recipe for success is simple. You play great defense, which we did, and you put the ball in SGA's hands and go win the game for us instead of, let's pass the ball. That's their philosophy. Dagnall's philosophy is pass the ball, get everybody involved. Don't hold the ball and you just do it. No, my deal is this. SGA, you go score 3 or 4 times in a row. Could the defense take the pressure off the other players? They can make threes. They can make shots because they're not stressed. They're not, the pressure's on me to do it. He's taking the pressure off of them. That's how you win. It's not rocket science, but you got to have a coach that goes, This is your job. 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 And you put them in place because Dagnon has built the team. Now you need the next guy to take that team and go, boom, put everybody in the right place to make them successful. That's where you're at. Because he's still playing players and doing lineups because he's still trying to build talent. And my big issue is this, and the reason why I'm so angry is you could have been doing what you're doing right now last year, but you tried to sneak in and get another draft pick, which you didn't do. And now, this experience that you've gone through now, you should have went through last year. But you chose not to do that. And now, because of your coach and not playing the correct lineups, you're not in a game 7. You blew a 17-point lead in the third quarter, playing the wrong lineups. You get it built back up, and then you play the wrong lineups in the fourth quarter. How about going with the lineups that made you get the 2 runs that you needed to extend the lead? Why would you not go with that lineup? That's what Jason Kidd did to beat us here in Oklahoma City. That's what he did. So if you're trying to win, you make the right decisions coaching-wise. If you're not, you do what you did because the Thunderbolts basically say, oh, we're the youngest team in the league. Look how far we've come. Blah, blah, blah. That's what they're going to say. Now, on a brighter note, how about the Thunder looking to take the Myriad or the old Myriad or whatever, the Cox Convention Center or what is it called now? Prairie View Service, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
I wanted that all along because I'm like, you have 4 square city blocks to build something fantastic. You build you a nice arena. You can have a little area there when the Thunder are playing road games that you can have the fans out where they can watch it and you can kind of block it off to where it can be still kind of cool at night, but yet it's blocked off with heaters or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Where you can still be out there watching the game on a gigantic screen. Kind of like what they do at American Airlines Center. You know, it's blocked off because of the restaurants on the side, and it's kind of blocked off where you can sit there and you can watch the Mavericks games on the huge screen right there on the side of the arena. To me, I love that idea, and I think you should need to do that. That's just me. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's 100%. I love it. I think that's a great place for it, and that's probably, hopefully, what they'll do.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this. I love the Thunder. I love what we did. I don't like the way it ended. I don't like the way it ended last year. It ended 2 years in a row horribly for me as a person who was expecting them to do something completely different than what they did and decisions they made. This year, for the Thunder team to be the youngest team ever to win a series and all that nonsense, I'm like, have you not watched us play for 2.5 years? Did you not see 2 years ago when you could see what SGA and Josh were building together? Then could you not see what happens when you add J-Dub to the mix last year? Could you not see what was building on this team? I saw it. That's why last year I predicted them to win 40 games. Only person to do that. But I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I wanted us to win 57 games this year. But after you and I watched preseason, I said, the hell with that 52. He's going to cost us 5 games. I was wrong. They won in spite of him at 157 anyway. So I was wrong on that. But my original instinct was 57 games, just like I called for 40 last year, except I stuck with my guns last year. I'm not jaded by the coach. I made a jaded decision. Right, Nathan? Is that the best way to put it?
Yeah.
Skewed. Yeah. My view of him skewed my original gut of what I thought we would do. So, to me, I love our team. I love what we possibly can do. Now, you got to make some moves because now teams understand what we're doing. They're running Isaiah Joe off the 3, so he's struggling to get what the shots that he needs. So they're doing that. The next step is you got to increase your inside presence. So you got to get to a couple bigs because, like I've said, the difference between us and Denver and the Lakers and the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves, the Nuggets, the Celtics, and the Lakers is simple. They are 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", where we're 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". That's the difference inside. And they just kill us. They just kill us. So you have to match that. And, like I said, Richard Jefferson said that on the air tonight. They made zero things at the trade deadline to fix the need that they needed to have to go further in the playoffs. And that's because Sam Presti didn't expect us to be the number 1 overall seed and to be where we were. Because if you did, then if you were thinking that you're keeping Gabbert, you're gonna make a deal to keep him. You're not making deals to get more trades and more draft picks. If you're trying to win now, but he did not think we would be where we are. That's a fact. There's no hiding that. And so, like I said, Hotspot said, I also thought last year we should have moved up the draft to get an Anthony Edwards. Nobody expected Ant-Man to be what Ant-Man is. Okay? He's a beast. He's a beast. He's a beast. And my thing is this, if SGA had his mentality, but he doesn't have the green light. No coach, like I call Dagnall, he's the SGA cooler. He doesn't say, hey, we got the best player, one of the best 5 top players in the league, take over. He doesn't do that because that's not his philosophy. He wants the Thunder to play as a team and pass the ball and all that. Well, dude, that's great, but when you got guys who ain't doing nothing, why the hell am I passing the ball? They're not doing anything. So, that's, let me see, what did he say? Hotspot said, yes, he did. Okay, I didn't. I didn't know that he was going to do that. You could guess that he was going to be a beast. You saw him play way more than I did, clearly, Hotspot, because I didn't see him play enough. Did you, Nathan?
No.
Anthony Edwards?
No.
I didn't see him play enough.
No, yeah, no, I didn't. No, I didn't either.
Now, I watched him.
Who else was in that draft? Who was 2-3 in that draft?
Oh, I don't remember. It was nobody.
Remember?
No. It's the eye test, he said. Okay. I didn't see him play Hotspot. I saw him play his rookie year, which was that last year or the year before?
No, he's in his 5th year, man.
He's 22.
4th year.
Yeah,
no, he's in his 4th year. He just signed his max deal, his rookie max contract last summer. So he's got to be in his 4th year.
That starts next year. So this would be his 4th year.
Yeah. So
he said he was drafted last year. He was not drafted last year because no, Nathan. He hasn't signed his new contract yet. Has he?
Yeah, he signed his max. He signed his max extension in the offseason.
Let's look it up, Nathan, and see when he was drafted, real quick.
That's what I'm doing. Hold on, just a second.
Yeah, Hotspot. I don't know. I thought he had been there for 2 or 3 years for whatever reason. Hotspot. I don't think he was in the draft last year.
He was drafted 2020.
2020.
2020.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah, Hotspot. He was drafted in 2020. I was like, because he's 22. So he's been in the league 3 years. But this will be his 4th year. Because he was 18 when he came in.
Let me see that draft and see what we had. I thought there was somebody that I thought should go before him, but I don't remember. Yeah, that was the LaMelo Ball draft.
Oh, that was LaMelo Ball. Oh, God. Well, also, what's his name was in that? Jason Tatum was in there, too. No, not Jason Tatum, the other one. LaMelo. Remember Jason Tatum because they took LaMelo Ball. The Lakers took LaMelo Ball instead of Jason Tatum because the year before they took.
No, you're thinking of Lonzo. You're thinking of Lonzo Ball, not.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking Lonzo Ball. You're not LaMelo. You're right.
You know who pick number 12 in that draft was?
Jada. I don't know. Tyrese Halliburton was picked number 12. Tyrese Halliburton. Who was number 1? Who was drafted in that draft?
Okay, I'll read 1 through 10. Anthony Edwards, James Wiseman, LaMelo Ball, Patrick Williams, Isaac Okoro, Yonke Onkwango, Killian Hayes, Obi Toppin, Denai Ajiba, I don't know, so Jalen Smith, Devin Vassell, Tyrese Halliburton. And then we take wonderful Pokashevsky at 17.
That's right, we took Poco, yeah.
I guess it was 21. We could have had Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, but
Desmond Bain, number 30. That's a steal, isn't it?
That was a steal. Yeah. Didn't we trade you at Desmond Bain? Didn't we draft him and trade him or trade the rights or something?
No, I think that was actually the Celtics. Don't they feel stupid? Let's see. We traded the rights to. Wow. Okay. We traded the rights to Jaden McDaniels. I'd like to have him on this team.
I like McDaniels.
And then we also traded the rights to Emmanuel Quickly. Wow, how would we like to have him?
Okay, so so you're telling me Minnesota got Anthony Edwards and McDaniel?
I'm thinking so. Yeah, let me look one more time though. Yeah. Traded to the Timberwolves. Yep.
That's a pretty good draft.
Sure did. Jaden McDaniels and Anthony Edwards.
That's pretty good
pretty good draft, isn't it?
That's pretty good draft.
I'd like to have Jaden McDaniels.
But we got but the draft
best
last year, but we also got Chet and J-Dub in the same draft. So that's pretty good too.
Yeah,
that's pretty good too.
Those two. We could have him too. I mean, golly, man. Would you rather have him or Pokuševski?
Do you want me to answer that? Probably not.
No.
Hotspot said we could have used Quickly in this round. Yes, we could have used Quickly, Emmanuel Quickly. Yes, we could have used him. But once again, Sam Presti has his own view of who he likes. And he's missed way more than he's been successful. But you got to remember, because you remember he drafted KD and Jeff at the same time. What's Jeff's? Jeff played with us forever. Jeff Green. Then you drafted Russell. You drafted James Harden. You drafted Reggie, who we lost, who's now with the with the Nuggets. You drafted him. You drafted your big boy Steven Adams. And then you drafted Josh. You drafted Josh. You drafted. Did we draft or we trade for? What's his name from? Oh my God, my mind just went blank. From. Oh my God, did we trade for Paul George for? Sabonis. Yeah. Did we draft him, or did we get the rights from him or did we get the rights from him from Orlando?
We traded. So that was the rights from Orlando, but that was a hell of a trade, dude. You traded Serge Ibaka for all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
You traded 100%. Serge Ibaka and for Victor Oladipo as well. I mean, Victor Oladipo was a pretty good player back then.
Yeah, he was. He got hurt, never recovered. But you had Reggie, so he did some good. Then of course you got J-Dub, you got Chet, you got Josh, and all those. So it's not like, and then Kaysen.
Aaron Wiggins at 55, man.
Aaron Wiggins as well.
A pretty good draft pick.
I like Wiggins, but like I said, that's my six though, Nathan. That's the six I like. I like SGA. I like J-Dub. I like Chet. I like Dort. I like Kaysen. I like Wiggins. Everybody else got to go.
And don't forget, Dort was undrafted too.
Yep, he was undrafted. But I'm saying that's my picks. You see what I'm saying? You keep those six,
I agree.
And then you go, okay, what can we do to get better? This is what we need to add. K-Rich, no. Isaiah Joe, no. Jay Will, no. He got exposed big time. And he goes, they're holding Wiggins back, was what Hotspot says, and we hate it. Yeah, we've been talking about that forever. Because to me, he should have been on the floor instead of Jay Will. Because I can promise you, he would not have given up that offensive rebound to what's his name, Washington Jr. P.J. Washington. That rebound he literally, the shot went up and he stepped right around him and got the rebound.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't box out at all. He was watching the shot. I'm like, dude, you got one job. That killed us.
I wouldn't mind Derrick Jones Jr. on this team too. He's a good player.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's a free agent this year too.
Well, to me, yeah, but he doesn't really fit. We don't need another guy that size. We need. Listen, you need to match with the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Celtics, and the Timberwolves. You have to be 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" up front, or 6'9", 6'10", 6'11", doing what 6'7s do. That's what you have to have if you want to be successful.
You know what I would really? I mean, obviously he's too expensive, but man, who I'd really like on this team is Jeremy Grant. I know he's not huge, but
we had Jeremy Grant too. Traded him.
Grant was all.
Yeah, we traded him. Did we trade him to Denver for what? 3 first-round picks or something?
Denver for just one first-round pick.
Let me see. It's the fact that Wiggins does the small stuff that makes him so valuable. We agree.
Absolutely, 100%.
Well, I mean, I agree with you.
I love Aaron Wiggins.
I love Aaron Wiggins. We've said that all along, but once again, Daigneault has his philosophy and thought process on what he wants to accomplish. Like he said, the reason why, and I say this all the time, he lost respect from Shaq, That's why Shaq went from telling us to go to the finals to saying, yeah, they're going to get beat by Dallas. Because after that, they had that interview with Dagnall. Yeah, he ain't the coach. And what Dagnall proved to everybody outside of Oklahoma City is that he does not deserve to be coach of the year. That's what happened. That's facts. That's facts. Because nobody saw us play. All you got was we're the youngest team in the league, and we had the number one seed. That's what you saw. And Shannon Sharp called us the weakest number one seed of the group. That's what he said. That's what he said. Between us and Boston. Yeah, we're the weakest number one seed when it comes to them, yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. Boston's going to win the title, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
they're just an amazing team.
Hotspot said once he did the hack of Shaq, that made him lose respect for a coach. That didn't bother me so much. Did that bother you, Nathan?
It was kind of stupid. No, it didn't bother me. It was kind of stupid, but it didn't bother me.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I just played good. This whole thing, we played great defense all year. So, and let me see if I can pull this up. So that will solve some issues if I can find this. Here's our Thunder season stats, guys. We were third in scoring. We were 14th in giving up points to opponents. We were third in field goal percentage. We were third in defensive percentage. We were first in three-point shooting percentage. We were 13th in giving up threes. Free throw percentage, we're third, and we were first for up until the last, week of the season, Nathan? We were number one free throw shooting team. So what killed us, look at that. We're steals, we were second. In turnovers, we were one. Remember, Dallas turned the ball over 17 times today, and we didn't win.
Yep.
And we only turned it over 7, and we lost. But what kills you
what was the rebounding differential?
I already said, I forget, they rebounded us by 16 or something like that, 13, 16.
Oh, my God.
But we gave up 14 offensive rebounds, and we normally give up 11.8. We were 29th in the league, okay, and we gave up 14, including 2 crucial ones at the end of the game. That rebounds, you get those rebounds, you win the game. It kills you. So, but guys, this is the stats. I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, this guy is like I said, he is Mark Jackson, Buck Showalter. That's what he is. The Thunder have gotten to this spot quicker than Sam Presti thought they would. That's what happened. I mean, that's what happened. He did not prepare us because I believe that had he figured we were going to be here, he would have made a move at the trade deadline. Do you not think, Nathan?
Do what? I'm sorry, Matt.
I said, if he thought we would be the number one seed in the playoffs, Sam Presti would have made a move at the playoff at trade deadline.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
He would have made a move. I can promise you, he would have made a move if he thought we were going to be there. And then, of course, it says, once you get up by 17 points, you allow the pace to slow down and make smart plays. Well, what happened was, once we got up 17, hi, baby. What you doing, Chunk? Hi. I said, once you got up 17, you put the wrong lineup in. Then they came back. You took J-Dub out. You make the run. You go up 13 in the half, in the third quarter. And in the fourth quarter, you had the wrong lineup. You played J-Dub the whole quarter because you're going to keep him in there just like you do. And that cost you. That cost you.
Yep.
Hey, Chunk, you got to wait. I'll be in there in just a minute, okay? I'll be there in a minute, okay? Sorry, guys. My fat boy down here, he's trying to get a little love. I'll be there in a minute here. I can't give you anything. No, you got to eat dinner. What? Oh, here. All right. I'm going to give you this so you leave me the hell alone. Here. Sorry, everybody. I got to give fat boy his little treat and he'll go away. He gets this peanut butter, kind of like a peanut butter roll, and he's gone. He's gone now. He won't bother me for the rest of the show. That's my fat boy. That's
hey man, I gotta hop out here and put.
All right, brother. All right. Well, I appreciate you. What's your thought process?
I'm just interested to see what's going to happen in the draft. I think I'm going to pick. Man, I don't know. think
No.
I'm gonna go crazy.
Nathan, we're going to talk about all that later. What is your thought process or your final thoughts on tonight tonight? Because we're going to talk about the season again, probably Monday or so. So we're going to talk about that later.
They played. I mean, they played well enough to win, but they just couldn't execute down the stretch.
Yes.
I mean, that's all it was to it.
I agree.
They get some rebounds and get a couple rebounds and you win the game. So
Yep, I agree. I think the big thing was that the things that killed us all year killed us. Offensive rebounds, not the lack of ability not to get them, and then SGA not closing the door because he wouldn't be selfish.
Yep.
Those two things are things to me that cost
Absolutely.
us. So that being said, hey, thank you everybody for
Absolutely.
doing. We'll come back on probably Monday night or something and just kind of talk about the season and kind of give a good full overview and get everybody's opinion. Hot Spot, we want your opinion. We want everybody's opinion on what they thought. Rashawn, we want your opinion. Burgess, we want your opinion on what you thought this season was and what it meant to you as a fan. And everybody else, appreciate you guys for watching this edition of After the Storm, your Oklahoma City Thunder live stream post-game analysis. Have a good night. Peace out.